All helmets for the 2025 season have been revealed, so just like the liveries, we are going to do a tier list and rank this year's helmets. I don't know whether to go from worst to best, best to worst, or just the order it's in. I think I'm just going to do the order it's in. So we're going to start with Lance Stroll for Aston Martin. Normally, I don't like his helmets because they're just bland. But I think he started it last year, but he's actually started to do some decent designs on it, and this is no different. Straight into B tier. I feel like it's a solid little base. Green and black. He's actually got some like details, makes it look like the green is like, I don't know how to explain it really, placed over the black like a 3D type effect. I don't really know if that makes sense, but something like that. Lance normally, I think it's his 2021 helmet when he first Aston Martin. It was just plain green with one Canadian leaf on it. It was just a very boring lid. But this year, props to Lance, it's actually a decent lid. Next we have Pierre Gasly for Alpine, and some people quite like this, but it's not really for me. The camo with the light blue and dark blue, not my style, so it's a C for Pierre Gasly in this 2025 ranking of the helmets. And I don't know, last year's I feel like was better, but this lid, yeah, the camo's not really for me. I'm not a big fan of camo designs, so that one is a C tier for Gasly. And it's going to be a similar story with his teammate Jack Doohan, who also goes C. I like the fact he keeps his same style every year. I feel like that's something that drivers need to do more often, where you have one personal design and you keep it. But speaking of the design, it's not my type. Just similar to Pierre, I don't know, it's hit or miss. Some people can love it, some people hate it. I don't hate it, I just feel like it's a bit meh. Next we have the Haas duo of Esteban Ocon and Oliver Bearman. Now, I'm stuck on Ocon because it is going top 2 tiers, but I don't know whether to go S tier because it matches with the suit, or A tier because I'm just ranking the helmet. I'm going to do A tier because I feel like I can't really put it in S just because it matches with the suit. I feel like it's just got to be based on the helmet alone, and it's a very nice helmet, but it's not S tier helmet. So yeah, A tier for Esteban Ocon, but it's a very solid helmet, very nice. Do like that helmet a lot. His teammate Oliver Bearman, similar to Jack, he uses a similar design every year with the bear on top and the fluoro yellow, neon yellow on the sides. It's going into B tier. I love the blue, but I prefer it when it was red. Obviously, he's not with Ferrari, so it won't be red, but just my personal preference, red looks better than blue on that style of helmet. Now, this one could be debatable because Yuki's last season was arguably the best on the grid. This year it's similar, it's changed, but it's similar, but it's just white with the leaves on it. It's going in C tier. I'm not a big fan of it. Last year's was a lot better. I don't know, white with that kind of vibe on the design, it misses for me, but it's better than Doohan's, so I'm going to put it above Doohan's. I'll put it above Gasly's as well because the overall design concept is good. It's just I wouldn't make it white as a background. I would have made it like similar to last year, dark blue, or in the white have some other streaks of colour in it, like the blue from the Racing Bulls livery. His teammate Isaac Hadjar, on the other hand, is going in A tier. Similar to Ollie's, it has the fluoro yellow, green, whatever colour that is, but the detail in the other bit with the stars and the galaxy and even the science on the back of the lid, I'm not going to go into it. I'm not a big science person, so I don't know what it means, but it looks incredible. So very good helmet from Isaac Hadjar. I believe he had the same in F2, so that's also a good thing. He's kept over the same design, which is something I respect. So I love the lid from Isaac Hadjar. It's not S tier, but it's definitely better than Ocon's in my opinion, so I'm going to swap them around. Hadjar's is definitely better than Ocon's, and Bearman's is definitely better than Stroll. On to Carlos Sainz in his first Williams season. The helmet is pretty much his Ferrari style from last year, just the red and black has been replaced with blue, but I think it looks better. It's going into A. The blue looks a lot better to me than what it did red. The black made the Ferrari lid better, but this blue it's a perfect blue. It hits. Sainz helmet is very, very nice. Not better than Ocon's, not better than Hadjar's, but it's A tier. It's a very nice looking helmet. I hope he does well in it. I hope this is the season where him and Alex can push Williams forward and hopefully get top 5 in the constructors. Do I see that happening? Maybe not. You'll have to wait for the predictions video next week. But speaking of his teammate Alex Albon, he's going into B tier. Again, pretty similar to last year. The pink details have just changed a bit. I do prefer it to last year's helmet, But again, the colour combo for me isn't amazing. It's not terrible. It's not amazing. But it's okay. It's lookable. I don't feel like I'm going to throw up when I look at it. Nico Hülkenberg, now for Stake, Kick, Sauber, whatever they're called, the year before Audi. It's a hit or miss helmet. I've seen a lot of people say it's awful. I've seen a lot of people say they love it. For me, I don't mind it. It's going to go in B tier. Love the decision to have the two stripes of the Stake green or Kick green, whatever it is, down the middle, and then the black. I think it's got like electric vibes on the side, which I really do like. So yeah, that's going in B tier. I'll skip on to his teammate first. We'll do it in teammates order for now. I've already skipped Aston Martin, so I'll come back to Alonso. But his teammate, however, Bortoleto, is going to be the first helmet in D tier. I like Gabriel Bortoleto. I think he's a top talent. F2 champion, of course. But the helmet for me, I preferred his F3 Trident lid. This one, of course, he's taking some inspiration behind Senna, which is cool, but it's not his type of vibe, if you get what I mean. Like, it doesn't feel like it's his. I don't know, it just doesn't feel like a Bortoleto helmet to me. The one before he changed it to a Senna helmet before, was it Monaco last year? I did prefer that one. But yeah, this one's not for me, unfortunately, but I hope Bortoleto has a great season because I do rate him as a driver. On to the McLaren pair now. This is something that's going to be maybe talked about. Lando Norris new lid for 2025, also in D tier. Now, last year when he first introduced the blob type design, at first I was like, that's interesting, I don't mind it. But over the course of the season, didn't become a fan of it, and it's pretty much the same. There's just got more blobs on it. Yeah, it's not for me. When he turned it, was it Vegas and Qatar? When he switched the colours around, so the blobs were fluorescent yellow or green, and the background was black, was a lot better. I rated that a lot higher. But the blobs, it doesn't feel right. I don't know, something about the blobs. But however, his teammate is going to be the first helmet into S tier. Something about replacing the blue with black with little grey streaks in it just works. I want that mini helmet. It is stunning. I love that helmet so much. I'm not an Oscar fanboy. Oscar's not my favourite driver. I'm not saying I hate him because I don't, but he's not my favourite, so it's not biased. I just really love that helmet. The colour combo, I think the best decision was taking out the blue, because the blue did look a bit like, you know, when McLaren had blue on their car and it's like, just get rid of it. That's what I got with Oscar's helmet. But now he's replaced it with black, and the number font on the top with the colours are perfect. Best helmet of the season. Nothing's going to top that. Look how many helmets we've got left. Nothing's stopping that. I can already tell you that. Now I was doing it in teammates, but I forgot Alonso for Aston Martin. So we're going to go to Alonso, and it's going to go... I want to put it C tier because it is the same, but it's iconic. So I'm tempted to put it low B. I'm going to put it high C because, I don't know, it's not really much words to say to describe Alonso's helmet. It's a typical Alonso helmet. I like helmets, as you can see by the top 4. They're either very flashy or they've got great decal designs in it. Alonso's isn't really that for him personally. We'll jump on to the Mercedes pair next with George Russell and Kimi Antonelli. George is going in low C, same as last year, and I don't like the blue. The blue shade it's like Gasly's light blue or the camo. Not for me. I don't know, blue on helmets is either really nice like Carlos or really meh like George. No in between. Speaking of no in between, Kimi's got blue on it and it's going in B tier. Similar to SF2 helmet, again, like I said to everyone, I like it when they keep helmets throughout an entire career, like for design. I think it did need a bit more cleaning, if that makes any sense. Like the yellow and orange, no, not the yellow, the green and orange, sorry. Like very clustered, but I do like it. So it's going to go B tier. I was tempted to put it higher than Hülkenberg, but nah, it's not. Big fan of Kimi. If he wins any of the first 3 races, he does become the youngest winner in F1 history, which I kind of hope he does. That'd be very cool to see. Do I think it will happen? Sadly not. But a good helmet from Kimi. That's going in B tier. There's quite a few in B and C now. We'll go on to Red Bull next, and we'll do the newcomer Liam Lawson. I don't know if this one will be controversial or not, but I'm putting it in A tier. I didn't think a pink Red Bull helmet would look nice. If you would have told me before the season Lawson's having a pink Red Bull helmet, I'd have thought it'd been there. But it's A tier. It works really well. I'm very surprised how well it works. The Kiwi, I believe it's the Kiwi on top, the Kiwi leaf type logo thing. I don't know what it's called. on the top of the helmet. Beautiful. The way the pink flows through the helmet. Yeah, very good helmet. A tier for Liam Lawson. I do see him being better than Perez, like in terms of not crashing. Do I see him doing better in points wise? Not sure, because I don't think Red Bull will have a car like they did, especially at the start of last year. Definitely won't. I think he will get more points than Perez, but only just. I do think the decision to drop Checo and put Liam in will do better, but in terms of helmets, big upgrade. On to his teammate, a 4-time reigning defending champion of the world, Max Verstappen, and I believe it is similar to last year, it's just the back end looks a bit different. He's gone more to the style he had when he was a kid, which is, again, I'm going to keep repeating myself, very good, but B tier for me. I preferred his helmet 2022 when it had gold on it to represent world champion, and also his special helmets when he wins the world championships are a lot nicer, but obviously you can't use that for a full season because they're special helmets. It is the blue visor makes the helmet. If it was a clear visor or like a black visor, it'd be bottom end B, but the blue visor just clicks on that lid with the design, so it's going B tier. On to the final team of Ferrari, and you'll hear my predictions next week, but a team I'm predicting will do quite well. We'll start with Charles. Looks more vintage to me. You know when he had that special Monaco lid and it looked quite vintage? I don't know if that was last year or the year before. The new number font, I believe he's got a new logo as well. It does look nice. It's going to high B. It's borderline A. It's just in the B section. The Monaco streak at the top, I believe he always has that. That's good. I wish more drivers had the flags on their helmets, not even as a majority bit of where they're from, but just a little decal, little design, just like Kimi has. You can tell that's Italy, if you get what I mean. Liam, you know it's New Zealand because of the Dutch flag. Not Dutch flag, why am I saying Dutch? New Zealand flag, sorry. Oscar, I believe he's got the Australian flag at the top of the black. Sainz, Spanish with the red and yellow. You know what I mean? So I like that bit. I wish there was a fade between the red and yellow and not just red and yellow. Why do I keep getting the colours mixed up? Red and white, not just a dead line stop. That would have made it A tier. But it is a very nice helmet. I do prefer it to last year's. His 2022 helmet was nicer in my opinion, but I do like it. And onto the final helmet, the first Ferrari helmet for the 7-time champ, Lewis Hamilton. And it's going in A tier. I wish Ferrari did more with yellow. They need to do more with yellow. Lewis has got an all yellow helmet with red little lines in it. Beautiful. Perfect. That's a Ferrari helmet. No offense to Charles, obviously, but that is a Ferrari helmet. They need more yellow in the car, need more yellow in the overalls. Like, just give us more yellow, Ferrari. That is my ranking of the 2025 grid in terms of helmets. What are your thoughts? Do you love Landos? Do you hate Hajars? Like, what's your thoughts? Let me know in the comments below. If you do enjoy, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for 500 subs. My road to 1,000 is on. And please let me know what your ranking is. And next week is the predictions video before practice day. I will be doing my predictions for both the drivers and the constructors. So be there to check that one out.